हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक। आज हम इस वीडियो में देखेंगे Alexa रिव्यू। वी हैव द डेटा सेट कॉल Alexa रिव्यू. It is downloaded from a Kaggle, and you can see we have started by importing the libraries. So basically we need a pandas for uh, doing the data extraction, data reading and some manipulation. Then we have a numpy for mathematical operation. We have Seaborn for graphical representation like pie chart, counter plot, bar chart, whatever we want to display by using the chart or bars. We can use this uh, a Seaborn. Same as it is one of the a graphical or a plot library, matplotlib. It is widely used in data science, and this is a Seaborn, which is advanced library of matplotlib. And we have like sklearn. This is the main library for ML. Like whenever we do the machine learning project or related to a machine learning or data science project, we have like several libraries, but most of the people use sklearn because it is very easy to use and all the functional availability. So we have the sklearn. We have taken a feature extraction because we have some data which is related to a text, which is a text file. uh, when a person or a person who on Alexa give a comment or a rating, it is stored in one data set. That's the a text we have stored in our data set. So but we cannot process on that text, so we have to convert that text into a vectorization in the numerical format because uh, the computer or a library don't understand a text format. So we need a format in the numerical or vectorized format. So by using this a functionality of a sklearn library, we can convert. After that we have a model selection, train state split for splitting a data. For a training data and a testing data, we need a, a module or a model from a sklearn or a feature functionality model selection. We imported a train state split. So after that we have imported a model called warning. Whenever we get a warning related to error or any warning, it will be converted uh, into a error. It will write as an error. So that's the thing we have taken. Let's run this one. Earning nahi, we have warning. Let's we have imported. Now we are doing the data exploration. Exploring the data means when we explore anything, we get a inbuilt knowledge or a knowledge about that system. So whenever we dive into a system or a domain, we should know the content behind the scene or a data. We should understand that data because data is very important. When we have a data, we can process on it, but before the pre-processing, we have to pre-process. We should understand that data. So we are doing the data exploration. So in my uh, a C folder, I have this file. This is a text file, tab separated. We I don't know what is V stand for. We can go on Google and Google it out. But I think tab separated factor or tab separator, I don't know. But it is a simple format of a text file, and we have separated that text file by using the slash t. Okay, and we store it as a df slash underscore Alexa because it is a data set of Alexa. So let's run this. I have already run, but we should again run if any problem created in further rules. So after that, after doing that, we should have the head because it is important to know the first five rows. If I write here a 10, I'll get a 10 first rows. Now, what I have in my data set, I have a rating. You can see here 5, 4. So I have the rating in my data set. Then I have a date. I can I have the date in my one of the feature. I have variation, different type, charcoal fabric, walnut finish, uh, heather gray fabric, stand stone fabric. There are a different type of a fabric material which is related to clothing, I think so. Then we have a verified review. When we go on Amazon or Flipkart, if you want to buy something, you should you mm, you you always look for a review, and when you have verified review over there, you understand that product is genuine. It is uh, a money, means when we try to buy something, we should take a review from people around us. So this is the review, like the charcoal fabric, and the review is love my eco, and feedback is positive. When we see one is a true or a positive or a negative, here the feedback is positive as denoted as 1, and negative it is denoted as a 0. So after that we have a charcoal fabric and it is loved it. Then walnut fabric. Sometime while playing a game you can answer, but I can not see whole comment over there or review here. But uh, so we get our first 10 row. After that we are looking for information related to a data set. So what I'm getting a data set whose memory use is this much KB. The data set is 2 are int and 3 are object file. Then we have got a data type. Is there any null value in my data set? You can see here non-null value available. And total number of rows are 3149. It start with 3459 because it started with 0. Okay, after that, this is the information we get from the info. After that we are trying to get the positive feedback and negative feedback, so I store it into a positive. dear df underscore alexa, this is my data file or a data frame of from a data set. If I want to get the feedback which are positive, I have to take this as a uh, pass it into a data frame. So I have passed from that data frame, you can see here. And after passing that, I'll get all the positive number positive rows which are present in my data set. If you see here, the data set I'm getting is 2893, and I have the column of 5. So if I try to put this here, let me just show you what I'm trying to convey here. If I put value counts underscore counts, and I'll pass it. See, for a positive I have more range of positive and less range of negative. Here, this is the class of imbalance dataset or imbalance at a output side, but I'm not going to show how to balance or up when we have a imbalance data, how we balance it or what we do. Up sampling, down sampling is there. These are the things we do usually, but I'm not going to show it here in this example or a project. So we'll move further. I'll get all the positive row, and after that if I pass it equal to 0 in my data set, I'll get a negative value. So I'll get all the negative value here, you can see. Okay, all the negative rows, those are 257. After that I have taken the sns.count plot. I passed the x and I pass the data. If you go here SNS, uh, okay, I'll do one thing. If I want to mark it out, I'll go, okay, I'll just give me a second. I'll go here. If you just take a thing called what we need, Cbond, went to Cbond link. I'll just provide you the link here. From here, you'll get all the thing. If you want a tutorial related to Cbond, you can go here and watch it all this out. Because I have taken the uh, uh, reference of that only. So I'm pasting here a side. You can just click here and you will went on that side. So as X, when we use the count plot, we need two categories. You can see here two or more categories. Like I have passed the category value like feedback 0 and 1 on a X, and data set of uh, df.alexa and label as a count. So when I try to run that row, I'll get this count plot, and you can see here the data is how much data is in balance at output side. Okay, then what we are trying to plot count plot of a evaluation, not a evaluation. The row called a rating. I pass the rating. As I mentioned before, we can count in a count clause. We can pass a multiple classification or a classification 0 1 or maybe 0 1, like 0 1 2 3. So in my rating, I pass X as a particular rating, and then I pass the data set of Alexa, and then I have given the set dot underscore title as a evaluation, set X label as a evaluation, and then we I pass if I want a title of, I can pass the rating here, and you can see the title will be rating. Here I have the values, I have the evaluation 1 2 3 4 and 5. So number of rating 5 is a most, uh, most to least rating is 1. Okay, after that we move forward. We have the count plot of variation. If you go and watch in our a data set variation, you can see here it is a categorical value. If I just try, give me a second. If I try to put it here as a variation, how much variation, let's see, may I get, no, I'm not getting. The reason is, oh, I'm not past variation. See, so I have like a total number of variation 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So we have like 16 type of variation in our data set. So when I plot, I pass X as a rating and data set. After that, I have given the title a rating, and you can see of in variation I have given the you can see variation plot here, and you can see I'm getting variation plot and the values here and words downside. So what type of words we have, like charcoal, fabric, walnut finish, all this finishing material size is then black dot, white dot, all have mentioned here. After that we should start data processing. Now we dive into a data processing. We have data. So date is, I think date is not relevant to predict the data set, and also a rating. So what I'm trying to do, the rating and the date is removing from this data set. Okay, after doing that, I'll again try to plot my data set. You can see I'm having 1 2 and 3, only 3 columns in my data set. But you cannot drop date and rating without asking your senior or a senior data scientist or your manager, because I'm doing it here because I'm having a 5, because we need to see the importance of that uh, column in your data set. I'm not doing whole thing here because we are trying to predict the data set, and I am not doing like imbalancing or balancing. I have not shown in this video. If you want, I'll make a video for balancing or imbalancing, upscaling, downscaling video for you. And also, if I'm deleting a date and rating, there should be a reason why I'm deleting. Here date is not relevant but rating is relevant, but I'm deleting, and I have not given a reason here, because if I want to delete, I should know why I'm deleting. If it is my we have like a method over there to get the importance of that feature. So before deleting, we should present all the data to a senior person or a manager before deleting. Okay, I'm deleting here just because I don't know, means I know data is not relevant right now, but rating can be impact on a data set. But I'm minimizing the data set and I'm not using it. So after that, I have the head, and after the data, if you see variation, I have like 16 variation in my data set. So I'll do the uh, one hot encoding or get dummies. They do the same work over here. So I use the pd dot get dummies and I pass my column, and I drop the first as equal to true. So if you see here, if I have of this much of option or classification, it delete the first classification and I'll add a more 15 over here. So I'll just, after doing that, I am deleting the variation column, because the variation column we have like this one, and it is a object type or a string type. After doing the one hot encoding, I'll just remove that from my data set. After removing, I have I have to concatenate with my dataset. So I have a concatenate with my data Alexa with variation dummies, and I'll provide access is equal to one, because access is equal to one means the column side. We are uh, concatenating on the side of column side. So after doing that, I'll get my data set look like this. Now I have the 17 column, because if you see here, we have a 3 column over here. After adding 15 column, because we have removed first column, first dropped, so I have 15 plus here last 2 is equal to 17. If you see, I have this much row and this much of columns. After doing that, we have the one more feature called verified review. This is a string or object type value, and I have to convert into a tokenization. I have to use the generating a tokenization, means we generate the tokenization. For that, we have imported a library called sklearn feature extraction takes import a feature extraction dot text and imported a count count vectorization. So I'll go here again, and if you see, we have created a object called vectorization by using the counter vectorization, and I'll just fit transform on my dataset column called verified review. If I do that, I'll get a row which are same like 3150, but my column size, now you can see I have a wide range of column size like 4044 number of features I have. So I'm just taking the first, I'm just trying to show you the first 50, 18 18 no, 18 18 column which are Adobe, advertising, America, asking, basic, which are come from this. Okay, and what I have done here, I try to if I if I do that, I'll go further. And if you see, I have dropped my verified review column from my dataset. After removing that, I try to convert that my review into a data into a array, pd dot data frame, and then I have converted Alex. I'll just pass into convert into a data frame. I have that this uh, review. I counter vectorization. I use that counter vectorization and convert into a array. So you can see here, after passing that, I'll get my review, and you can see the review look like this. uh, let's go down. Okay, okay, okay. Here is the head of a review. So it started with 0 and ended with 4043, which are 4044 number of columns. And I'm getting the text into a one hot encoding. You can see, after doing that, I have concatenated my Alexa and a review. Here you can see, now I got a I have added a 16 column here, and you can see 4060 columns I have now. After getting that, I try to split a train state split. Before train state split, I need x and y value. So I have dropped the feedback column for x, and I have only a feedback column as an output of feedback column into a y. So after dropping and after getting the x and y, I try to do the train state split. So I have x train, x test, y train, y test, and x train, x test split. I pass x, y, and test size of a point 0.2 means 20% of data for testing, and random where state is at 26. After doing that, hit the shape of x test and x train. You can see here, after getting that, I try to uh, train my model using a machine learning model called logistic regression. And I try to uh, get a model dot linear model imported a logistic regression, because this is a classification model. And when we have a classification model, we basically use a different model, but I think logistic regression will work very good on this model. So I use the logistic regression. I have created an object by using a name variable called l rig, and lrig.fit. I have fitted on xtrain and xtest. If I run this, I'll get that it will take a little bit of time. Like you can see here, 3.2 second taken. After create it generate the object file. After generating that, I'll pass the prediction on a white xtest. So lrig.predict on xtest, I have passed that. After passing that, I have performed the from sklearn matrix. I have imported a classification report, confusion matrix, accuracy score, f score, precision score, recall. So what are they? I'll just try to show you here. So I'll just take. So what is precision? If someone asks you in an interview what is a precision, so I'll try to let me define what is precision in a simple language. Accuracy of a positive prediction, of a positive prediction. Okay, this is the simple definition of precision. If someone asks you, so precision is equal to total positive divided by total positive plus false positive. This is the called precision. Okay, then we have called recall. What is a recall? If someone asks you what is recall, you should know. Recall is fraction of correctly 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 identified identified positive prediction. Okay, I know my handwriting is not very good, but try. uh, you can take your own notes by using this. Okay, so fraction of correctly identified positive prediction means the recall. And I'll go on the second page and I'll put it here. The recall formula. Recall is nothing but TP. TP means total positive divided by total positive plus false negative. Okay, then we have F1 score. If someone asks you what is F1 score, most of time no one going to ask you F1 score. Most of time precision is asked in an interview. So remember what is precision and remember the formula for that. You can take a sticky note and put it into your dashboard or somewhere, put it, so you will always remember what is precision, because I used to do when I have an interview. Okay, and the F1 score is nothing but a harmonic mean. You know what is mean. It is denoted by this symbol, mean of mean of precision and recall. So you may understand what I'm trying to say. Precision and recall. Okay, the formula will be, I'll put it into a next one. So F1 score is equal to 2 into a recall into precision. Precision and divided by a recall plus precision. This is the formula for F1 score. Then we have called accuracy, and accuracy is nothing but the the positive prediction of a, a, a model. Okay, so total positive plus total negative divided by total positive plus total negative plus uh, uh, false positive, false false positive plus false negative. uh, uh, okay, so this is the actually here we have a p, sorry, my mistake. So you may understand what I'm trying to say, and we'll go back to our code. So I have imported from matrix all the model we needed. So I'll print a logistic regression. After that I take the break, or I take a gap of one line by using the slash n. After that I print the confusion matrix, and confusion matrix I pass the y test and y breed L array, uh, which is the value we have predicted here, or store into a hybrid L array, and I pass that value. After that, you can see here I'm getting the confusion matrix of 22. What is confusion matrix if you want to know? So this is the if I'm going to, I'll try to make it show here, like this is the confusion matrix. This is how you draw, and here a total number of positive divided by total number of negative, and false positive divided by false negative. Okay, and whatever the value you have predicted by using this. So this is how you predict. I think so, I have to check that classification, uh, class classification report. And if let's take the uh, okay, I'll try to make sure this is the thing we have, like positive or what we have tried to display here. And okay, so we get these values. After that, what we have classification reported, we have draw the confusion matrix over here. And after that we have classification report. I pass the y test and y breed uh, value, and I get my precision recall and F1 score, which is the formula I have previously mentioned in the slide. You can go and verify that by using that slide, or you can take a simple example. Just take a random value of a 30 and try to predict the precision recall F1 score and accuracy by using that. So I'm getting the accuracy, you can see here, 93% 0.33%, 33 93.33% of accuracy. I i passed the y test and y trade, and I tried to multiply with 100 and take the round of a 2, so I'll get a decimal value into 2%, and I'll pass it into my this print statement. So I'm getting the 93% of accuracy by using this model. And I have taken the three feature only. You can take a more feature, like you can add the rating feature also here. So we have seen this project, and you can add this project into your resume also. But you need to have to add the one more thing here, like imbalance data. We have imbalance data, as I have mentioned before, as a output. You can see here, this data is imbalance. We need to upscale or up what we say. We have two terms that we need to use here. Okay, and after that we have deleted the rating, and I think we can use the one hot encoding on rating, and we can add that feature also. So that's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video. If you understand at least 50% of this data, please try to like this video, because when you like, YouTube have the analytical team or analytics, that when you like this, it will go to the people like you people, like जब आप जैसे लोग देखते हो, तो वैसे ही लोग देखना पसंद करते हैं, लाइक आपको ये पसंद आया होगा, तो यूट्यूब एनालिटिक्स और लोगों को रिकमेंड करता है भाई, जब आप लाइक करते हो तो. एंड ऑल्सो सब्सक्राइब माई चैनल, बिकॉज इट हेल्प मी एंड इट कीप्स मी मोटिवेटेड. So thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned.